game. On the chains, baby, tell them the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a Raider. 2 chains on my...
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180!
Go. Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down. Hey, 17 George, watch 17.
81.
57, Mike, 57.
Here we go. Here I come. Let's 57.
Wentz now on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On the ground with a rookie from Iowa State, David Montgomery. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Hey, Mike 51. In your face.
From the 41, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Alert! Hey, 5-7. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Run.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Flush to his right. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's got Sanu. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
He's checking Chris.
Get him. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Hey, away 33. Check 99. Check 15. Check 15. Run. Back.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
51. Come on, right.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. David Montgomery hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
82-40.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Shift. Check the backer.
Let's go. Great. Protein spill.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Two jet.
Let's go, hey. Well, Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
So on the big tight end, Holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Good. 180. Down to lose one. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right. Hey, check 24.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield dancing. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Alert, 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 alert. King, king, king. Hey, box truck, box truck. In your face.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
180. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Regular, regular, regular. Bud, bud. Hey, alert, 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 alert. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Bravo. Hey, Mike, I got it.
On third down, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Comes to me, it's me.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Sanu.
Watch out.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's go, fellas.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Viking.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get regular. Come. Check 26, check 26. Hatchet. Check 3, check. Pistol.
They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
From the 39, Mayfield. And this one brought in by Sanu. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42.
First down, Minnesota.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Watch the out. Check. Pistol. You got tight right there. King. Check 4.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hey, alert 33. 56.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's caught by Montgomery. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Mayfield now from the 50. He'll buy some time right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Wentz. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jake Ryan racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
57's the mic. 46 down, man. 5-4. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Throwing is Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
180. Real. Run.
Following the interception, Mayfield caught by Sanu. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Check 24. Hey, orbit. 55. Mike 55. I got it. Kill. I got it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, Delta.
Mayfield. He gets it to Thomas. Touchdown, Vikings! Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Sunday.
57's Mike.
Know your job.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, Echo.
Let's go.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Funches has it complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a run with McCaffrey. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
There we go. Back. 180.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Kill.
Come on now. Let's go.
57's the Mike. Yeah.
Slam.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
57's the Mike. Rock 57.
Hey, exit.
On first down, Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Next to score.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
57's the Mike.
82.
I got you, pop. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Check. Hey, check. Mike.
Kill.
Mike 57. Watch the screen.
Hey, seam 6.
Now Wentz. And now here is another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
King. Hey, zoom.
51's the Mike.
Hurry.
From the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
We got this.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the
pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Aaron Lynch, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Smooth. 51 to Mike. Get your swerve on. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Let's go, D. Watch out.
Now Mayfield. And this one's incomplete. David Montgomery, the target out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Pistol. Hey, I 7.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Mayfield now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Hey, Charlie. Mike. Hurry.
Rabbit.
Hurry.
51.
Alert.
I can't believe they let you play.
Here's Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check. Hurry.
Mike 55.
Hey, alert.
I'm coming after you. Hey, watch the edge. Mike 55.
Run. Go. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Looking long for Thomas. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Wentz now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Check.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
It's our General West.
It's our time.
Watch.
Working from the gun, Wentz. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
57's to Mike. 57's to 5'9". Here we go. Let's bring it.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On first down, it's Montgomery, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Right there, 56. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this. Chance. Regular. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check 56. Regular. Any day. Mike's 56.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
51. Hey, Haywood. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Slam. Hey, empty.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And an alley to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Christian McCaffrey. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. This time, the extra point up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Check 37. Check 30. 80 weapon. King. Buzz.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check your hot read.
Pistol. Point it right. Bravo. Rush in. Deuce.
Mayfield to throw it. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerry Hughes has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
To throw, Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. 25 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and now it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Jim.
On second down, Mayfield again. Flushed out right. Completes it to Benjamin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Montgomery. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
Point it right. Pistol.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
56 is the mic.
Run.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Alert. Check 50. Hurry.
51's the mic.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Back. Regular.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Alert flare. King. 25. Check 25. Hurry.
51's the mic.
So now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Hurry.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
57. Stop your whining. Check three.
On second down, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 280.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done. So be off each store.